Okay, so it is IcedHazelnut and
Grape Adler.
we're back with background noise. Back with background noise.
Back with background noise, baby.
Okay, so today's topic is
TV shows.
pick a show and discuss.
Well, it's called TV Talk.
TV Talk.
Yes.
TV Talk. So
this could be many different. We can do
right
an episode of different shows. So
yeah. So you go first.
oh, okay.
Pick a show and discuss.
I have 3
Okay.
that I put on there.
All right.
My first one because it's fresh in my mind because today was Only Murders in the Building season 3 premiere.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I love the first 2, and the third one's pretty interesting. Did you watch that? The last 5 minutes of the first episode. Okay,
I was so sleepy I couldn't keep my eyes open. So
need to watch the last 5 minutes.
5 minutes of the first episode.
It was pretty
season.
shocking. Yeah. So.
Oh no! Of course, the last one I was like I could not keep my eyes open. I was up super duper early because I had to go to an appointment, and yeah, I was just so tired.
Yeah, but we got McDonald's breakfast, so it worked out.
I literally have not had McDonald's breakfast in years.
Yeah.
So, go on.
It's funny because it's about making a podcast about murder. We don't talk about murder, but I mean, we can if you want, but...
Diddly?
Diddly and I just like the cast. It's just interesting to have Steve Martin Short, and Selena Gomez.
I know.
That's what got me the first time. I was like, what?
What an odd combination.
Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry? So, it's a good...
It's a good mix.
It's a good mix of mystery, comedy, drama.
Mm-hmm.
What else would you say? Only Murders in the Building.
Plot twists.
Plot twists galore.
Yes.
Guest stars.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
There's even more this season, this third season, so.
Yep.
What do we have for the last one? Nathan Lane, your favorite Amy Schumer, Sting.
Mm-hmm. What's that, Delevingne?
Oh, Cara
Cara
Delevingne.
Delevingne.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good ones. I can't remember.
Oh my God, Sting.
Yeah, Sting.
So funny.
So that's like the newest one that watching every week because they only release it. Oh, well, they release 2 for the season premiere, but they usually only release 1 episode every week until October, I think.
Right.
So I think it's going till.
Right. I think so.
So what do you have?
Well, did you want to talk through yours or?
If you want.
Go ahead. You continue.
Continue my show. Continue my show. I don't know. I've always been a Martin Short fan, so that's why I watch because I'm like, ooh, Martin Short. I haven't seen in forever.
I know.
And I keep forgetting.
Hilarious.
He's been in what? Maya and Marty. He did with Maya Rudolph.
I have no idea what that is.
I didn't watch it.
It's a show?
It was a show. They did like a variety show.
A variety show?
After they did...
Never heard of it.
SNL 40. They did a little skit together and like, oh my God, it's perfect. And then they did a show and I think it lasted a season.
Oh wow,
So,
I never even knew.
Oh yeah, it's on.
What can you find it on?
I'm pretty sure it's on Peacock.
Oh.
Yeah. Maya, Marty, or Marty and Maya, something like that.
No idea.
Yeah.
It sounds like something you made up.
I'm right. Because even I'm like, oh, this is like a thing.
She's hilarious.
Yeah, she's hilarious
so
too.
funny.
Yeah, I should watch it, but I just never got around to doing it.
And what else do you have? What other shows?
Other shows. What
are you going to talk about?
I
have 4, you said?
I have 3, and then I was going to talk about the other 2 where you could find what we talk about. Okay. But Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the 90s show, into the 2000s, the aughts.
Yes.
And then I like...
It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yes. Those had good story plots.
Mm-hmm.
But the CGI
Except
was
Beer
meh.
Bad.
Beer Bad, yeah.
Beer Bad.
That was
I don't know, that was kind of...
But
that was almost jumping the shark, but not quite, but kind of.
They had... Just the CGI was... not in the vampires, but in some of the monsters.
Yeah.
I liked...
They had you only have so much of a budget in shows, so...
Yeah, that's true. And it was WB at the time, or CW or whatever.
Yeah.
I liked... I'm trying to think. Oh, I love Hush. Hush. That was my favorite. It's the episode name.
the episode.
Yeah, the episode name.
Yeah. Oh, so, the one with
the gentleman.
Oh.
And they glide through the
So
town.
creepy.
And they took away everyone's voice, so it was silent for about, 30 minutes?
It's something like that.
It was like, yeah. I was like, oh, that was a good one.
So they took away their voices so they wouldn't scream. You couldn't hear them, so...
Yeah.
They kind of...
Now I can't remember how they got rid of them. Now I gotta go watch it. I'm pretty sure it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. I get suggested it all the time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Should rewatch it.
An Angel.
An Angel, yes. I think Angel's on there too. The puppet episode was great on that
one.
Oh
my god.
They were turned into puppets.
The puppet episode of Angel is as good as the Scooby-Doo episode of Supernatural.
Oh, I didn't even I have to put that on there, yeah.
Oh.
But I was going to say with Buffy, my other one, my second favorite is Once More with Feeling, which was their musical. Which a demon who just happened to be a Broadway singer.
I enjoy it more than I usually would have.
You bought the soundtrack.
I'm not too big on musicals, though. But I thought they did a great job for, not being... Some of them had musical inclinations. Like, Allison Hannigan said, I cannot sing with shit. So that's how she barely sang. And, she's like, yeah. It wasn't her thing, but she went, through with it.
You're like Mabel. Mabel just today, she's not a spoiler, but she's like, I don't like this Broadway crap. You know this? I'm like, oh no. I was gonna say, those are the two I remember. Mm-hmm. Tabula Rose. Mm-hmm. That was a sad
Rasa?
one. Rasa.
Rasa
is a Rasa.
Tabula
yeah.
Rasa.
That was a sad one.
I have all the seasons on DVD.
My least favorite was The Body. That was with the mom.
That was so sad.
The mom. These are spoilers, by the way. We probably have to put that in the beginning, but
spoilers.
But if you don't want to hear anything, then
when her mom died.
Yeah, her mom passed, and it was a very real episode. I don't think there was anything supernatural about it.
No, there wasn't.
It was a very real episode. So.
Yeah.
That was my least favorite episode.
Yeah.
What was and then.
All the episodes you're saying, I was like, I love those too.
Those are the ones that stick out in my mind. Mm-hmm. So, and then there's the big graduation kerfuffle. Well, I mean, it wasn't really a kerfuffle because they didn't know what was going to happen. Columbine happened. Around the same time that the season finale was going to happen of that year. I think they had 2 more seasons after.
Yeah.
But it ended up being they were graduating high school, and then they get attacked. Mm-hmm. At the high school during the graduation by some monster,
right?
Which I think ended up being the principal or the dean or something. Yeah. And then Columbine happened, so I don't even remember. I don't even think I watched that episode because I'm like, oh, and then after the fact, I was like, oh yeah, I missed an episode, so I should probably watch that episode. So,
right.
What else? Oh, we want to talk about Supernatural because I watched all 15 seasons with my nephew within a year.
Yeah.
We started it, and they didn't even have season 15 done on TV.
Oh, jeez.
And then it finally was done, and it came on Netflix. By the time we were done with all 15. Because then he started working.
Yeah.
And so he had weird hours, so he works fast food, so he had weird hours. So whenever he was off, we'd watch an hour of that, and then some YouTubes, some memes, some memes. So Scooby Natural was probably my top one. Except when you watch the whole seasons, that whole season, what was it, season 13?
Something like that, yeah.
It kind of doesn't make sense. It's like a one-off. Which
right,
is like
they kind of thrown in there.
They put it in the middle of the season.
Almost like a filler, but
when you watch it by itself, because I had only watched that season, or that episode, and I never watched Supernatural. I didn't want to get into it. I wanted to wait till it was done.
Right.
But then my nephew was like, let's watch it. I'm like, fine, we can start it. You watch it, it doesn't make sense. It's just, it's kind of, it's odd.
Funny,
it makes sense, but it's odd. It's odd in the placement of the seasons.
I can't believe they did it, first of all.
I know.
Whoa. Anywho.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
So Supernatural, yes.
Yeah.
So I never watched it. And then I enjoyed it. I probably would watch that series again, like here and there, just to, if I need something to watch. It's, there's a couple good episodes in there.
I watched them, but, they were okay. I mean.
They're crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki.
Yeah.
And they're such a big fan base.
Right.
Okay. Right.
So, that was it on Supernatural?
Yeah, Supernatural. If you like supernatural stuff, ghosts, demons.
Yeah.
They do the lore of the Crossroads, like, was it Robert Johnson? Where he mixed Deal with the Devil at the Crossroads. Mm-hmm. And they use that quite a bit in the first couple seasons.
Yeah, the blues guy.
The blues, angels, demons, alternate worlds, Nephilims. Anyway, so highly recommend. If you need something to watch that's long.
Was that your third show you were talking about?
Nope, I still forgot about my...
Oh.
My third show was Lost.
Oh, Lost.
There's another show that I watched
Yeah.
all, 8 seasons of?
Yeah.
We watch all 8 seasons
Yeah.
of? Let's see, the first, minute of the show had me.
Yeah.
The plane crash and stuff. I'm like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what? It's kind of like Old Guard.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna. I was like, I'm like, oh no, now I have to watch this.
I know it sucks you in. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, I have to revisit that because I don't remember all of it. I remember
It's been
bits and
so
pieces.
many years.
Yeah,
And I have all the the DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the. I don't know if it's available on streaming. You'd have to search it.
It would probably be on
Sure.
Disney Plus.
Oh,
maybe
yeah?
Maybe Hulu too. So because
Plus, I have like I said, DVDs. So
they were. Who was the one? Because I see all the guys. A couple of the guys have been on that show on Hawaii Five-0.
Oh yeah.
See, that's why I don't miss them because I'm like,
Jorge Garcia.
Daniel Day Kim.
What's the other gentleman?
Terry O'Quinn.
Terry O'Quinn. Yes.
I know Josh Holloway was on there at one point. He guest starred.
Oh, he did?
Evangeline Lilly's guest starred.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they had a lot of them come back.
Wow.
So came back and guest starred. So Pippin. What? No, Mary from Lord of the Rings. I was forgetting he was in that and
Yeah.
Lost. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And then the one who played Sung, her name. It was what's her name? What's his name? The wife on the show.
Daniel Day Kim's wife on the show.
She's on Money Heist, Korea.
Oh.
And she speaks Korean. Yeah, she speaks Korean. But
she's
I'm like, she
Korean
also
actress.
speaks. But her English was like impeccable too, so did a really good job. Unless she just learned it as she was, learning
Going
English.
along.
But her English was good too. And I told our nephew that, and I'm like, oh, she was on Lost and she couldn't speak any English supposedly.
Huh.
I was like,
You're looking at her. She looks familiar.
I looked her up. I'm like, oh yeah, that's her. I'm like,
Yeah.
she's in Asia Today either. So
Yeah.
anyway, so what do you got? What you got?
Those are all your shows?
Those are all my shows.
Oh. Well, I wanted to talk about
Oh boy.
how when I was younger,
Oh god.
we used to have Bandstand.
Oh yeah,
Remember
American
Bandstand?
Bandstand.
Dick Clark's American Bandstand. Saw a lot of bands. Of course, they were pre-recorded, a lot of them.
Yeah.
They usually didn't do live. And then there was Soul Train.
That was after school,
Watching
right?
people-
Bandstand?
I thought it was
Bandstand
Saturdays.
after, it used to be
I
after
thought.
school, and then it was Saturdays. And then Soul Train was on
Yeah,
Saturdays,
Soul Train.
definitely.
Because I love music and I love watching all those. And just, I don't really like to dance. But I like to watch people dancing. Sometimes they can be good. Sometimes they cannot.
I completely forgot.
My
about
mother loved watching the country line dancing
Oh,
or
God.
country dancing. Remember that?
Mhm.
With
Back in the
CMT.
90s.
Yeah. She used to watch that. She used to have that on.
That's when we
it was
first
on.
got cable.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you watching?
So, along with Bandstand and Soul Train that I used to love, there was the Midnight Special on Channel 5 or NBC.
I was too young for that.
Yeah, the Midnight Special.
That was before my time, I should say.
And Don Kirshner's rock concert.
I know about that, but I never watched it, obviously. That
Yeah.
also was before my time. What's the Midnight Special? It's just...
It's same, just rock stars
Yeah, okay.
performing. Yeah. And Don Kirshner's rock... excuse me. Don Kirshner's rock concert was on... oh, excuse me. On CBS. And I'm thinking they would come on Friday nights, I wanted to say. But that was where I first saw... And she blew my mind, or the band blew my mind. Blondie. When I first saw Blondie, it was like I'd never seen any, or heard anything like that before, and it just, boom! I was in the, it takes you into punk and alternative, and I just thought it was great. I loved her sound, and then,
Don Kirshner, was he was a music
producer, promoter, or something like
okay.
that. Yeah.
Because it sounds familiar. I know who he
Yeah.
is, but I was just
Yeah.
like, wait, it was like, so.
Yeah, I just remember seeing, tons of bands, all kinds of bands. That was cool because they had all kinds of bands, not just all rock or whatever. It's like it made me. That's why it made me love music. That's like the only music I really can't get into. I mean, I even love classical. The only music I really cannot get into is opera.
I like opera. I can get into opera.
Like the Marriage of Figaro is okay. I like that, but.
Oh my God. I just think of Bugs Bunny. I can't take that seriously.
And then, of course, then MTV, when MTV actually used to play videos.
There was a threads about that the other day.
Oh my gosh. That
Because it was their
awesome. It was
birthday.
like, oh.
Because it was August 1st, 1980.
Do they even still exist?
81, 82, something like that?
Is MTV still around?
Well, MTV still exists. It's just not the way...
It's not
I don't
music.
even think...
It's not music television.
They don't play music anymore,
sensationalism.
That's what a lot of people were like, why are you calling it music television if you don't play...
It's not even real. It's like still scripted TV. But
yeah.
Anyways, whatever. And VH1 too was another one I used to watch.
Ooh, pop-up
for the
video.
Videos. Yeah, pop-up video. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
There's so many facts on that one.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, Behind the Music was good too.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like documentary
I
style.
forgot
Yeah.
about them.
They did a lot of good ones.
Music. Yeah. Now, was it the Biography channel that does sometimes stories on rock stars? Or is that something else I'm thinking
Access. It was Access when we had
biographies,
digital.
yeah.
Or not digital, Dish.
Yeah.
They do biographies. Well, I mean, Biography did too.
Yeah.
But we didn't have Biography channel that long.
Right.
But Access.
Access. AXSCESS or something like that.
And then they did concerts too.
Yeah.
They kind of did what you were talking about. They did that. I love that. That was a good channel.
You know what I could never get into? I don't know why. I don't know, maybe because they were more mellow or Austin City Limits. I really could not get into Austin City Limits. I mean, though they perform live and
it's on PBS, so yeah.
Yeah, that was
It just
PBS.
depends on who was on.
I don't know why.
It depends on who was on.
True.
And the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh my God, my mom used to watch Hee Haw. She used to watch the Country Line Dance and Hee Haw.
Wow. And she is from Texas, so.
Grand Ole Opry.
There you go.
Anywho, so really that was all I wanted, to mention is that I just, those stand out. It's like, come on, why? Do they even have anything? I mean, they have they have the music channels you can get through, even Roku has them, where you can it's audio, you can listen to, but it's like, nothing like Casey Kasem's Top 40.
That was my favorite. It was like,
Sundays. Yeah, Casey Kasem.
I used to love listening to Casey Kasem.
Right.
And then I would say...
Even the local, a lot of local radio stations, it's like...
Oh, they used to play whole albums.
Yeah, used to...
Now they play live shows. They play live concerts on Sundays on certain ones, like kind of old school, but they don't play...
You really got to find a good one.
They can't play albums anymore, I think, because of copyright. And they have to play the whole album because people can just record it, like some people I know.
Oh my gosh. Like, who records anymore anyways?
Yeah.
It's like, although my iPod used to record radio. I don't know if all iPods are certain ones, but they used to record
Which one
radio.
did you have?
I don't even. I have it
was
right
it
here.
square?
It still works. No, it was the longer one. It was the purple one.
Oh, the Nano?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Nano.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yours was a generation before mine because I had one, but it couldn't do that. I don't think it could record. So
you had the.
That's right. You had a speaker on yours. I could only hear the headphones.
Oh,
that's right. You had a speaker, so you could sit there and let it like a phone. You could just let it play with the speaker.
Yeah.
I had the Nano, so
and watch videos from through iTunes.
I couldn't do that either.
Oh,
I could. Yeah, yours was a little more advanced.
Yeah.
You had a couple generations.
Although the screen was teeny tiny, but yeah.
That's like trying to watch it on the DS.
Yeah.
Our nephew was like, "No, I can't do it. I can't watch it because I guess you can watch stuff on the DS."
Oh,
he's like, "It's too small. It's too small."
So, and I just went through. What did I do, Grape? The last week and a half. I went through all my CD catalog. But while going through my CD catalog,
oh my God,
I did when I was thrifting before the pandemic.
Oh my God.
I was picking up some cassettes here and there because they were like 50 cents. I'm like, why as well pick them up. So there's like some cassettes that I have are supposedly worth like $20 or whatever. I'm like, what?
Yeah, those came back, cassettes, because vinyl came back.
Yeah, I have 800 and I think it came out to 800 and something music, but I haven't logged in at least like 30 cassettes I have in one of my closets, but I got all of the CDs logged in. So, and then some of the cassettes I had laying around and like music related DVDs.
Okay.
So that they were in there too, because what's nice about having the actual CD, you can scan if it has a SKU, you could scan it with the SKU. Otherwise, the ones I had I had 3. It was like 200 each. 3 things of binders of CDs. I had to key all those numbers in, and they're super tiny, and I had to use a magnifying glass.
Oh, that's why that was on the table.
Yeah,
this magnifying glass?
The ones that still had they were in the CD holders with the SKU. They had the little scanner. You could just scan them. So
You have the jewel cases. They're just in the garage.
in
somewhere.
the garage, yeah. The ones that belong in the ones that are in the
folder, or binder, or whatever.
So if I really, really ever wanted to sell some of those, I'll just have to pull out the case. And I was gonna trash the cases one time. I was like, maybe I shouldn't.
Right.
So I just kept them. Anywho.
I did. You have any other shows?
No, I just wanted to talk. Like, are there any more, like anything like that? Like,
yeah, I think Access is like
music
the closest.
Access, and what's that on now?
Well, that was on Dish.
But can you access it through?
I don't know. I would have tried. Oh, and Ovation was a good one too. But they did more classical, more British. They did.
Which one is it?
Midsummer Murders. Ovation. Remember Ovation?
Oh, Ovation.
They did some more, but they were a little more posh.
Oh,
if you will. But I like them.
Right.
But they also played like Midsummer Murders.
That's true.
They wasn't just all music, but they would play operas and plays. And
what we've never had, or I've never had? Satellite. Oh, what is that called? Not satellite.
We had cable. We had Dish.
What is that called? Where you can't get it through satellite, but it's got a certain name for and you can listen to podcasts other than music too.
Sirius.
Thank you.
Ah, yes.
Sirius music, whatever.
Now you don't need you used to be only to cars for that. Now you can do it. You just download the app.
Yeah.
But you have to pay.
Oh, that's true. Mm-hmm. That's true.
And then X-Men. S.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I was like S.
Right? Is that
nope.
how they do?
Well, I mean that's. On the thing it was AXS.
AXS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, well, you're looking for that. I was gonna say if we're going old school. Well, I watched a lot of cartoons when I was younger, but what's coming back? Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay.
I was watching.
Oh, they have an app. AXS TV.
Music, content not related, parental guidance for full episodes. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
So,
Watch full episodes.
For free.
Oh, Access
Cool.
TV is a free. Maybe I'll try it out.
The last version was done in 2022, almost a year ago.
Watch full episodes from Access TV's extensive music entertainment library, exclusive sneak peeks of upcoming shows and never before seen on TV digital exclusives, all for free. Finally, the AXS TV app has arrived. I'm gonna add it and I'll check it out later.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Oh, and they have interviews.
That's through Roku. I searched for it through Roku and I'm adding it through Roku. So.
Oh yeah, they did do sports, but they also have. I could see that the interview with Dan Rather.
Oh.
I forgot he would do interviews, and he did. It was mostly musicians.
That's right.
He did pretty good. Yeah, he would do pretty good interviews.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there he is.
Yeah.
Skip
it.
I was gonna say, so when I was younger.
Oh, through YouTube too, you can look up.
Oh,
I guess,
I'm pretty sure you can.
And then they've got certain mixes.
I'm too old for this shit. I was gonna say, when I was younger, I used to watch, like the Teeny Bot movies. Not movies, shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know the one show? I actually knew who Sarah Michelle Gellar was before she was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Because a couple years before she played her, she was on Swan's Crossings.
I have no idea what that is.
A teenage soap opera.
Oh, jeez.
That they would play.
Oh,
and
wow.
she was the biatch.
Oh, jeez.
Kendall, I think her name was. Oh no, that might have been.
She was on
One Love to
another
Live.
one too, or
all my children.
Oh, she was on.
That was All My Children shows. She was Kendall, but she was in Cruel Intentions. She was kind of the same character.
Oh.
So it's kind of funny to see her as Buffy.
Swan's Crossings.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was just funny to see her as Buffy because it's a completely different character for her.
And the original Buffy movie was like so different to the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I totally forgot Paul Rubens was in that.
Oh yeah,
until he passed.
And Luke Perry? Wasn't Luke Perry in that?
Luke Perry. He was the boyfriend or the love interest
and
or
Christy
whatever.
Swanson was Buffy. In the original, movie.
But Joss Whedon wrote that, right?
Yeah, he did.
But they didn't. But he's like, they did something
They
to
changed
it.
it so much from what his vision was.
Which was the show.
Right,
which
right.
was the show
And when he finally got to redo it his way, that was the show of Buffy. So.
Journey Live from Houston, 1981.
Wow.
The Escape Tour.
Wow. So that we're looking at that. It's on Access TV. Anywho. Right, let me exit that because that's gonna distract us.
And then I
I'll
was
check it out
also
later.
watching one of my favorites when talking about music, California Dreams, which was a band. They were in high school and they would do gigs on the side.
It was a show?
It was a show on NBC. Kind of like after Saved by the Bell.
Oh.
I think they spun it off of Saved by the Bell because they did an episode where they were a rock band, but it was all Zach dreamed it. Zach Morris dreamed it. So they're like, oh, what if we do this as a show?
Right.
Like, that was like everyone's favorite.
Wow.
So they did that.
Do you remember that Rockstar?
5 seasons.
Oh. That Rockstar show when they were looking for a replacement for...
Steve Perry?
No, for... What was it? Was it... It turned out to
Queen?
be... Yeah, I think it was Queen.
Was it Freddie Mercury? Was that what Adam Lambert?
Yeah, Adam. Yeah, I think that's where they chose him. I believe.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, he was in American Idol though.
Who?
Adam Lambert.
Was he?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, they chose someone else.
They did.
Yeah, Adam Lambert came in later.
Oh.
He ended up singing with them later because he was in American Idol.
I love Jordis, but
Jordis. That's who
was. I thought she was the best. Jordis on I wonder if she's. I'm sure she's still singing. Probably. I'd have to look
they
her up,
picked that dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a dude.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, how can you replace Freddie Mercury? We can't.
You can. He's irreplaceable. That's for sure.
But
But
they're trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy was a schmuck. They picked.
I don't remember who it was, but I'm like, there's just because she was a girl, but she had the pipes, dude. She had the pipes. Anywho,
what else do we have here? I'm trying to think in my little memory box of memories
of music.
Music well, no, not music, but just in shows in general.
Oh.
California Dreams was I liked. Mm-hmm. Swan's Crossings. I think that was like a season.
I have no idea that existed.
Yeah. The Heights was it called or?
Oh, I think I remember that. The Heights, but I never watched it.
That was a decent show.
Right.
Just as my generation. My So-Called Life.
Oh, you like
they
that?
Never they canceled that. They never. They left it on a cliffhanger.
Right.
They never came back to it. I was like, oh, they can get back to it now. Because everybody else seems to come back to everything. So. I don't remember what else. Yeah, My So-Called Life. Yeah, that's about it. And then I watched a lot of movies when I was younger. So I used to watch Ferris Bueller, Back to the Future, all the teeny bopper stuff. Days of Confused. I love that movie.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious. That's just a funny movie.
I watched it. It was okay, but
I don't even do that kind of stuff, but it's just like kids like that. It's just like super bad. You knew kids like that.
Oh my god, super bad. Oh jeez.
So, oh my god.
That was funny, that movie.
Yep. So that's all for the TV, I guess.
Yep. Or at least for that one, because we have other TV talk, but it's separated by subject matter within. Yeah, and we have there's subgenre.
Yeah, we talked about some of the TV Marvel stuff from Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And Netflix.
Yeah.
In our first
MCU.
episode.
Yeah, our favorite MCU stuff.
And the Netflix stuff we talked on the Netflix.
Yeah.
We talked a little more in depth about Defenders and Luke Cage and all that kind of stuff. Oops, I kicked it.
Which actually, that's coming out Thursday.
Luke Cage?
No, episode 5.
Oh.
Of our podcast. So.
I was like, Luke Cage is done for, man.
No.
Unfortunately.
You'll hear that in a couple days.
Yeah.
But whenever I post this one, we'll see.
We will see.
Yes. Well, I guess that's all for now. So thanks for listening.
Oh, yeah.
Catch you later.
Bye.